all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. This is Sushmita from Canada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, then with pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all Krishna Prabhupada. Happy Ekadashi to you and everyone on the call. Hare Krishna. This is Pitambara Das from Canada, Ontario, Toronto. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pitambar Prabhuji, then with pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and giving your association to us. Welcome to the call. Happy Ekadashi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Darshini, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasini Devadasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much for your warm welcoming. And thank you, Sushmita Mataji, for that very beautiful recitation of the Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji, then with pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association to us. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome all of you to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference calls mid-morning session once again on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Our speaker for today will be His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanvat pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. We are very grateful to have you on the call, Prabhuji, to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya khanda, chapter 17, verse 63 to 87. Prabhuji, before going forward with the session, can I please read Srila Prabhupada's quote?
Yes, please.
12th November. The principle of chanting is to glorify the Lord and not to attract a crowd. If Krishna hears nicely, then he will ask some sincere devotee to gather in such place. Letter to Subala, November 12th, 1967. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I hand over the call to you now.
Thank you. Thank you, Darshini. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your kind association. Let us begin with our auspicious invocation prayers, Mangalacharan. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Dear devotees, we are continuing our study of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya khanda, chapter 17, text 63. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having wonderful loving pastimes with his devotees in Navadwip. One day, while coming to Sanga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu encountered some atheists and blasphemers. The association of Vaishnav Nindak, the blasphemers of the devotees, is most abominable. One should never associate with those who criticize the devotees. But somehow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was accosted by such blasphemers, and there was some discussion. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu held his ground, and later when he came to Srivasangan, he felt contaminated because of having spoken with the blasphemers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am not feeling any ecstasy in the kirtan today because I have offended all of you by speaking with those blasphemers. Please forgive me. Please save my life. Please forgive my offenses so that I can get some ecstasy in Krishna consciousness, some taste in Krishna consciousness. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in a serious mood, and Sri Advaita Acharya was in a joking mood. It happens sometimes among friends, among devotees. Someone may be in a serious mood and others may be in a joking mood. So that can create some misunderstanding or even offense. So Advaita Acharya was joking and he was teasing Mahaprabhu. How will you get ecstasy? I have stolen away ecstasy. You are not giving me any dust from your feet. You allow everyone, even the ordinary people, to get your mercy. But you don't allow me. You don't allow Shrivas to get your mercy because we are elder to you. This is not fair. So when you are not watching, we will secretly steal the dust from your feet. And that's what we have done. That's why you're not feeling any ecstasy. Like that, Sri Advaita Acharya was joking with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu was very much negatively affected by the association of the blasphemers that Mahaprabhu had outside. Mahaprabhu couldn't get over it. He said, because I spoke with those, I conversed with those blasphemers, I'm not able to experience any joy in Krishna consciousness. What is the use of my life without the sweetness of Krishna consciousness? I'm not able to taste the sweetness of Krishna consciousness because of that bad association. What is the use of living if I cannot feel the sweetness of Krishna consciousness? Mahaprabhu opened the door, opened the gate, and ran out to Ganga and jumped into the Ganga. Sri Haridas Thakur, Sri Nityananda Prabhu ran behind Mahaprabhu, keeping pace with him. Nityananda Prabhu pulled out Mahaprabhu with his hair by holding his hair, grabbing his hair. Sri Haridas Thakur held the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. They brought Mahaprabhu out. Mahaprabhu said, why did you pull me out of the Ganga? Nitai said, why do you want to commit suicide? Mahaprabhu said, all right, don't tell anyone that you found me here. This is my order to both of you. Keep it a secret. I am going to hide. Mahaprabhu sent Nitai and Haridas back to the association of the devotees in Srivasangan, and Mahaprabhu went to the house of Nandanacharya. There Mahaprabhu was worshipped by Nandanacharya, given dry clothes, offered arati. And then Mahaprabhu said, keep me hidden in your house. Don't tell anybody. Nandanacharya said, how can we hide the sun in the mid-afternoon? It is not possible. No one can hide you, Mahaprabhu. You are so effulgent, you are so glorious, you are so great. Then we see what happened. Let's see what happens. Verse number 63. Nandanacharya Vakya Shuni. Nandana Acharya Vakya Shuni Prabhu Hase. Vanchile Nanishi Prabhu Nandana Avase. After hearing the words of Sri Nandanacharya, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled. Prabhu Hase. He passed that night in the house of Nandanacharya. Devotees would gather at Srivasangan with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at night. So it was night time. Mahaprabhu jumped in the dark Ganga at night and made the devotees believe that he had disappeared or drowned. Then he goes to the house of Nandanacharya after being worshipped by Nandanacharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discusses Krishna Katha with him and spends the night there. Bhagyavanta Nandana अशेष कथारंगे सर्वरात्रि गोणाइला ठाकुरे रसंगे. The fortunate Nandanacharya spent the entire night discussing topics of Krishna. Krishna Katharange. He discussed Krishna Katha with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just imagine the good fortune of Nandanacharya. Imagine Mahaprabhu coming home and all night discussing sweet Krishna Katha with you. Just you and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, Bhagyavanta Nandan is very fortunate. Nandanacharya is very fortunate. क्षण प्राय गेला निशा कृष्ण कथा रसे प्रभु देखे दिवस हईला प्रकाशे. As Nandanacharya and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished topics of Krishna, the entire night passed like a moment. Kshana praya, as if it was just a moment. When we are happy, the time goes fast. When we are sad, the time goes slow. This is the relative nature of time in this material world. But in the spiritual world, the time just exists in the present. There is no past, present, future divisions. The time does not have any deteriorating effect. Everything is eternal. Nothing ages in the spiritual world. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked out and saw, oh, it was dawn. The new day had started. Vibhavari Shesha Aloka Pravesha. Text 66. Advaitera pratidanda kariya Thakura. Sheshe anugraha mane badila prachura. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the sweetest Lord. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhaktavatsal in the highest limit. He's unlimitedly Bhaktavatsal. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu punished Advaita Acharya in this way by going away from him. Advaita Acharya made fun, he was joking around. Mahaprabhu just left him, left everyone and disappeared. That was Mahaprabhu's punishment to Advaita Acharya. But look at Mahaprabhu's heart. Ultimately, Mahaprabhu felt great compassion for Advaita Acharya. Sheshe anugraha mane badila prachur. Mahaprabhu had a great desire to show his anugraha, show his mercy, compassion on Advaita Acharya after punishing him. Advaita Acharya was punished by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because Advaita Acharya was begging repeatedly, Mahaprabhu, punish me, Mahaprabhu, punish me. You don't punish me, you don't treat me like a servant. So now Mahaprabhu is reciprocating. आज्ञा कैला प्रभु नंदन आचार्य चाहिया एकेश्वर श्रीवास पंडिते आना किया. Looking at Sri Nandanacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed him, go and bring Srivas Pandit alone. Eke Shwara Srivas Pandite Anagiya. Go and bring Srivas Thakur alone. Go. Satvare Nandana Gela Srivase Rasthane Aila Srivase Laya Prabhu Jai Khane. Sri Nandanacharya quickly went to Sripad Srivas Thakur's house and then returned to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Srila Srivas Thakur. Nandanacharya did as he was told. He went to the house of Srivas Thakur and said, shh, Srivas, you alone are being called by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is still there? He has not left us. He has not disappeared from this world. No, he's there. Come, I will take you, but don't tell anybody. प्रभु देखी ठाकुर पंडित कांदे प्रेमे प्रभु बोले चिंता किछु ना करी हमने. Upon seeing Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivas Thakur began to cry loudly out of love because Srivas Thakur and all the devotees, including Advaita Acharya, were wondering, where has Mahaprabhu gone? Has he left us forever? Is this how Mahaprabhu's Leela was supposed to end? that one day he just jumps in the Ganga in the middle of the night and disappears from all of us because we offend him. Oh, Advaita Acharya was feeling so repentful. All the devotees were feeling so heartbroken that they had lost Mahaprabhu's association. They thought forever. And now the very next day, Srivas Thakur is getting his private audience with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is so happy, so relieved. Out of joy, out of love, he's crying, Kande Preme. Srivas Thakur Pandit, Kande Preme. With love, he's crying. And Mahaprabhu says, Prabhu bole chinta kechu na kari hamane. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Don't cry, don't worry. Yes, I am there, I am there. I had not left you all. सदय हैया तारे जितना से आपने आचार्य वार्ता कह आचे न के मने. Look at the naughty Mahaprabhu. Naughty Mahaprabhu is saying sadaya hayya. Sadaya means becoming very merciful, very compassionate. Daya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with all compassion, he asked Srivas Thakur. He asked a question. Jignase apane. He asked a question. What? Advaita Acharya Varta ka. Tell me something about Advaita Acharya. Achena ke mane. How is he doing? How is my Advaita Acharya doing? Give me some news of Advaita Acharya. Aro Varta Lahabale Pandita Srivasa Acharya Kali Prabhu Haila Upavasa. Srivas Thakur said, you are asking me for news of Advaita Acharya? Aro Vartala. Acharya Kali Prabhu Kaila Upavas. Bole Pandit Srivas. Srivas Pandit, Srila Srivas Thakur said, yesterday, after you left Srivas Angan, Sri Advaita Acharya has been fasting. He did upvas. Achi bare ache Prabhu sabe deha matra darashana diya tare karah kritartha. Advaita Acharya would have died yesterday when you left him. But is he dead? No, he is alive. But do you know Mahaprabhu why he is alive? Simply because it is in his destiny to live. He is surviving only because he is destined to survive. Otherwise, if he had a choice, he would have died when you left him. Achi bare ache Prabhu. Sabe deha matra. He has survived because he is supposed to survive. He is alive because he is destined to be alive. Otherwise, he has no desire to live now that you have left him. Therefore, darshan diya tare karah kritartha. Therefore, O Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please quickly give darshan to Advaita Acharya and save him. Karah kritartha, save him. In the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj, the revered spiritual master of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada writes, the phrase Achi bare ache means Advaita Acharya is surviving simply because he is supposed to survive. Otherwise, he would have died. So please, please, please quickly give him darshan and save him. This is the heart of a Vaishnava. Srivas Thakur is getting a personal audience with Sri Chaitanya Dev, but he's more worried about Advaita Acharya's happiness. He's more worried about Advaita Acharya's survival than his personal ecstasy. This is Vaishnava. Please give darshan to Advaita Acharya. Srila Srivas Thakur is saying, अन्य जन हैले की आमाराई सही तोमार से सबई जीवन प्रभु वही. Now Srivas Thakur speaks something very beautiful, very bold. He says, if someone else had punished Advaita Acharya like that, would we have tolerated it? Amara is sahi, we would not have tolerated it. But Mahaprabhu, you are punishing Advaita Acharya, so we cannot say anything. Because you are our life and soul. Tomara se sabai jivan Prabhu bhai. You are everyone's life and soul. You are punishing Advaita Acharya, you are treating him like this, so we cannot say anything. But anyone else had treated our Advaita like this, neglected him, made him cry, made him fast, we would not have tolerated. Srivas Thakur. In other words, he's telling Mahaprabhu, enough now. Stop this. Don't trouble Advaita Acharya like this. Don't punish him so much. তোমা বিনা কালী প্রভু সবার জীবন মহাশোচ ভাসিলামা আছে কি কারণ? Yesterday in lamentation we thought that without you, O Lord Chaitanya Dev, why should we maintain our lives? Ache ki karan? Why we should live without you? Because Prabhu Sabara Jivan, you are our life and soul. If you leave us, then why we should live? If you leave, then why we should live? Jena danda karila vachana anuru, ekhane asiya hao prasada sammukh. Srila Srivas Thakur is telling Sri Chaitanya Dev, you have given punishment like you said you would. He was asking for punishment. You said, I will punish you someday. And yes, you have punished him just the way you had told him. Very good. Thank you for punishing Advaita Acharya. Now, ekhane asiya hao prasada sammukh. But now give prasad. You gave danda, now give prasad. Punishment and reward. Give your mercy now. Prasada sammukh. Go meet him and give your mercy. Shrivasera vachana shuniya kripamay. Chalila acharya prati haiya sadai. Hearing the plea of Srila Srivas Thakur, hearing Srila Srivas Thakur's words, Shuniya Kripamay, hearing the words of Srivas Thakur, our Kripamay, Lord Chaitanya Dev, he went, Chalila Acharya Prati, he went to see Advaita Acharya, Haiya Sadai, becoming very compassionate towards Advaita Acharya, he went. Which means that if devotees pray for us, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will become merciful towards us. Therefore, in our friendships, we should request our devotee friends, please pray for me. If someone thanks us for our service, whatever service we have rendered to them through Hari Katha, through Hari Kirtan, through organizing festivals, through feeding them prasad, we should pray to them that if you are pleased with my service, please pray to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga for me so that I can become a better devotee. I can become a sincere devotee. Please pray to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga so that they may become merciful towards me. They may forgive my sins, they may forgive my offenses and bestow their mercy in the form of pure devotional service upon me. Will you please pray for me? Like that, we should request our friends sincerely. And if we all pray for each other, then Mahaprabhu will be merciful to all of us. Mahaprabhu feels very happy when devotees care for each other, look after each other, cooperate with each other. Mahaprabhu feels very happy. So, Haiya Sadai, Mahaprabhu became merciful to Advaita Acharya as Srivas Thakur was praying for Advaita Acharya. मूर्छागत आसी प्रभु देखे आचार्य रे महा अपराधी है न माने आपना रे. When Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and found Sri Advaita Acharya, Sri Advaita Acharya was practically unconscious. Murchit agat asi Prabhu dekhe Acharya re. Acharya had become murchit, unconscious. Why? Maha aparadhi hai na mane apana re. Because Advaita Acharya considered himself a great offender. Why was I in a joking mood when Mahaprabhu was so serious? Mahaprabhu was really very much pained by that contaminating association of the blasphemers, and Mahaprabhu was very serious. He was regretting that association. He was lamenting that association, lamenting because of that association. And at that time when Mahaprabhu was so serious, I was in a very funny mood. I was joking around. I offended Mahaprabhu. This is an important Siddhanta, my dear friends. We should understand the mood of our friend. We must understand the mood of the devotees we are associating with. If the mood is sober, we should behave appropriately, accordingly. If the mood is jovial, then we should act accordingly. But we should not hurt the feelings of others, because we are in a certain mood and that's how we want to be, regardless of how others are feeling at that time. This is important. Sometimes it is seen in a WhatsApp group. There are 100, 120 devotees. Somebody's family member died, a devotee died. So there are few messages of Hare Krishna, sorry to hear, please accept my condolences, may Krishna bless the departed soul. Like that, there are few messages. And then someone shares a funny clip or a funny Krishna conscious joke or just something else which is not related to the mood. That is not the proper etiquette. So when we interact with devotees, we should see what the devotee is going through, what is the mood, and accordingly we should speak and accordingly we should behave. That is called sensitivity. But when someone is hurt, someone is feeling sorrowful, and we are joking around, then that is not proper Vaishnava behavior. Advaita Acharya is thinking, I am a great offender. Maha aparadhi hena mane apanare. Considering himself a great offender, he is not able to face Mahaprabhu. Prasade haiya matta bole ahankare, paiya prabhura danda kampa deha bhare. After previously receiving the Lord's mercy, Advaita Acharya would wander about like he was intoxicated with pride. Prasade haiya, when he used to receive Mahaprabhu's mercy, matta bole ahankare, he would walk around intoxicated with pride. Mahaprabhu has given him mercy. Paiya prabhura danda kampa deha bhare. But after being punished by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his body was trembling in pain. In this material world, my dear friends, our bodies, both physical gross body and our subtle body made up of the mind, intelligence and ego, both the subtle and the gross body, sthul sharir and sukshma sharir, they are designed in this material world in a way that we perceive pain more acutely than we can perceive happiness. My Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, gives an example in this regard. Maharaj says, if we have respiratory infection and ear infection and the ear is hurting, we don't say that my hands are doing fine, my elbows are fine, my knees are fine, my digestion is fine. We don't say like that. My back feels good. We don't say like that. Anybody asks, how are you doing? Oh, my ear is killing me. My ear is hurting so bad. So even though everything else, 99% of the body is fine, 1% of the body is in a diseased condition, our entire focus is on that 1% of the body, which is giving us pain. And we are not focused on the remaining 99% of the body, which is giving us pleasure. This is just the way the material body is designed. If we are having depressed mood because of some sorrow that we are going through, then we will not care about the other positive emotions that may be there. Our mind is overwhelmed with sorrow. Our body is overwhelmed with pain. Even though that emotional sorrow is because of one occurrence in our life among the hundreds of other events that are going on. One event is sorrowful. For example, if there is a death in the family, other family members are alive. Our job is okay. Our paycheck is okay. Our 401k is doing okay. Our car is doing okay. Our house is okay. So many things are okay, okay, okay. But one box has a cross instead of a check mark. And our entire focus is on that cross. This is natural. This is how Krishna has designed it. That we perceive pain more acutely than we perceive joy. Therefore, this world is called Dukkhalaya. It is not Sukhalaya, because we forget the happiness that we have enjoyed. And we are designed to remember and to focus on the pain that we have in our life. Therefore, this world is Dukkhalaya. It is supposed to be like that. There's nothing wrong in that. When Mother Sita was abducted by the wicked Ravan, Lord Ram didn't say, okay, Lakshman, at least you are okay. Your wife is okay. Bharat is okay. Bharat's wife is okay. Shatrughna is okay. Shatrughna's wife is okay. Okay. So no problem. Most of the family members are okay. No, that's not how the human heart works. We will always focus on where the problem is and become sad, become affected by that. That's how this world is, Dukkhalaya. It's a place of dukkha because we tend to focus on dukkha. So when Advaita Acharya was receiving the mercy of Mahaprabhu all these years, he used to become very happy. But now that he received danda, he received punishment from Mahaprabhu, he is very sad. He is not able to move, he is not able to eat, he is not able to sleep, he is not able to speak, he is not able to interact with anyone, he is not able to enjoy anything. It's finished. Shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found Advaita Acharya in this situation. देखिया सदय प्रभु बलये उत्तर उठह आचार्य हेरा आमी विश्वम्भर. Hera means to see. Dekhiya, upon seeing Advaita Acharya's condition, Sadaya, again Mahaprabhu became Sadaya. He became very merciful, very compassionate towards Advaita Acharya. Bolaye, Uttar. Mahaprabhu spoke to Advaita Acharya and said, Utha Acharya, O Advaita Acharya, get up. Hera, see, look, Ami Vishwambhar. I am your Vishwambhar. I have come. I have not disappeared. I have not died. I have not drowned in the Ganga. Get up, look at me. Look, I am your Vishwambhar. Lajjaya Advaita Kichu Nabale Vachana Prema Yoge Mane Chinte Prabhura Charana. Sri Advaita Acharya was very ashamed of his behavior, so he did not say anything. Lajjaya Advaita Kichu Nabale Vachan. He was so embarrassed, he could not speak anything. Prema Yoge Mane Chinte Prabhura Charan. In ecstatic love, Prema Yoge, Mane Chinte, he meditated upon Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Charan, on the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very important. My dear friends, sometimes in life, we will be embarrassed. We will be embarrassed sometimes in life. It is part of living in this world. Sometimes we meet with happiness, sometimes we meet with sorrow. Sometimes we meet with good news, sometimes we meet with bad news. Sometimes we are honored, sometimes we are dishonored. Sometimes we feel very proud of ourselves. Sometimes we feel very embarrassed of ourselves. This dvandva is the very nature of this material world. I remember once a devotee was using the bathroom and thought that they had locked it from inside, but had not. And somehow another devotee opened, not knowing that someone was inside. So this is an example of embarrassment. This is going to happen in this world to all of us at some point or the other. I remember one time another devotee was in front of another devotee. They were trying to print some document together. So it's just a computer room printer, and so the printer was kept down and then the papers were printed. So one devotee, now they don't have a very close relationship. It's a more formal relationship, and other devotees also were there. This devotee bent down to pick up the papers, and suddenly gas came out from the rear end, which happens to all of us, and it made a loud sound. So again, a very embarrassing situation. But the sensitivity of the other devotee who was printing was so remarkable that immediately he said something loudly to mask the sound and completely change the topic. Is this the right thing, or should we completely, as if he didn't hear? So this is called sensitivity, because all of us will go through embarrassing situations in life. It is just our karma, it is just the nature of this material world. And as devotees, it should become our priority to make others feel comfortable and to minimize embarrassment, to minimize the physical and emotional pain that devotees may feel. So Advaita Acharya was feeling very, very ashamed of himself. Lajjay Advaita Kichu Nabale Vachan. He was so embarrassed that he could not speak. And Mahaprabhu is there in front of him. Mahaprabhu is saying, Utha, get up. Hera, look at me. Ami Vishwambhar, I am your Vishwambhar, look at me. And Advaita Acharya is so embarrassed because Advaita Acharya caused Mahaprabhu to leave. That was a loss to Advaita Acharya, but Advaita Acharya is feeling lajja, he's feeling ashamed of himself because he hurt Mahaprabhu. He could not understand Mahaprabhu's mood at that time, where Mahaprabhu was very serious and Advaita Acharya was joking. And Advaita Acharya is feeling very, very ashamed of himself because Advaita Acharya deprived all the other 200 devotees in Srivas Angan of the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How horrible is that? Imagine 200 pure devotees, exalted devotees, 200, 300 devotees have come to Srivas Angan to enjoy the nightly Hari Katha, Hari Kirtan, dancing and singing. Golokera Premadhana, Harinama Sankirtana, they have come. And because of you alone, the whole Kirtan is cancelled. Mahaprabhu disappears as if he has drowned in the Ganga. No one knows what really happened. It's dark at night. And the Kirtan is cancelled. The Katha is cancelled. Like, what are you going to tell Shachi Mata? What will you tell Vishnu Priya Devi? What do you tell the devotees? They are all so disappointed. And you are the cause of it. Can you imagine what Advaita Acharya is going through? To create misfortune for oneself and regret it is one thing, but to create misfortune for others and to have to live with that is unbearable, unbearably painful. When I was during COVID pandemic, when I was alone in my practice for some time and I had to work every day, I was heavily sleep deprived. And I had decided that no matter what my schedule, I will not compromise on my morning japa. And even if I slept at midnight, I would still wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock, to do the japa at 4:30, which means I slept only 4 hours at night. And then working in the daytime, maybe getting a half an hour, 1 hour nap in the afternoon. And many days that was not possible. And then going on and on day after day like that with 4 hours, sometimes 3.5 hours, 3 hours sleep, sometimes, but generally 5 hours or less sleep. And then one day I was driving back from the hospital. I still remember that day. It was, I think, a Saturday, and I was supposed to do a Bhagavad Gita class online, and then we were going to go for the in-person Saturday satsang that day. I had started a new Bhagavad Gita group online. I was driving home. I still remember I was playing Srila Radha Govinda Maharaj's Hindi. Hari Katha was going on. And I also had my hand in the bead bag. I was murmuring some mantras also. So I was driving, I was hearing Hari Katha and chanting so that I wouldn't sleep off. And I didn't even realize that I was sleepy. I just slept off. And when I woke up, I had the airbag in my face. I had some fumes coming from the engine. My car was turned 360 degrees. And I had people screaming in the car window, "Get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the," like that. They were screaming at me because I had slept off. I had gone to the sidewalk. My car had hit an electric pole. One of the front wheels came off. The axle broke. That wheel was some 30, 40 feet away. The car did a 360. It was right in the middle of the road with oncoming traffic. Fortunately, nobody hit me. And that electric pole now was falling on my car like this. So I was somehow, by Krishna's mercy, opened the door, jumped out, opened the seat belt, opened the door, jumped out, and escaped just in time. I could have gotten hit by the electric pole, or worse, gotten electrocuted and died. This was uh, 2022, I believe, or 2021 December, uh, when this happened. And my car was totaled. But I remember my first thought was, did I hit someone? And when it dawned on me that I had not hit anyone except that electric pole, I was sitting in the back seat of the police car because the cops came and they told me, you sit in the back seat while we get your car towed and call the fire brigade to fix this electric pole because it's going to fall. I was sitting in the back seat of the police car, and I still distinctly remember my thoughts. My first thought was that all my life, I have always had a fear of being arrested, or the fear of being in the cops' backseat. So many times I have prayed to Krishna that, Krishna, please, I don't want to do anything illegal that will cause me to be arrested or put in a cop's backseat. I have had this prayer since I was in Vardha, since 2003, when in Prabhupada Lilamrit, Sri Prabhupada Lilamrit, I read that some conspirators had complained against ISKCON in Mayapur, and somehow they convinced the police to come and arrest Prabhupada. So the police came to the Mayapur temple to arrest Prabhupada, but Prabhupada happened to be somewhere else. I think Prabhupada was in Delhi or some other place. And then they arrested some ISKCON devotees. They could not find Prabhupada, but they came there looking for Prabhupada, but they could not find Prabhupada. Otherwise, they had plans to arrest Prabhupada. I think it was 1976. When this news came to Srila Prabhupada told Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj that it is Krishna's mercy I was not there in Mayapur. Because if the police had arrested me, I would have died. Prabhupada said that if the police had arrested me, I would have died. And Prabhupada explained that I come from a very respectable family, and being the founder Acharya of ISKCON, I hold myself to the highest standard of Vaishnava behavior. And Prabhupada quoted, the Caesar's wife should be beyond suspicion. Prabhupada said, as your founder Acharya, as your guru, I am your connection with Krishna. And if I do something wrong, I am arrested for some crime, my image gets tarnished. Prabhupada said, I will not be able to live with that. I will not be able to live. Prabhupada was so cultured, so high class. Since the time I read that, I have always had this fear in my heart that I may do something illegal and I will get arrested and I will be put in the back seat of a cop's car and taken away to the jail. Oh Krishna, please protect me. Please let me never do anything that will lead to such a consequence, because I represent Srila Prabhupada. I represent the Guru Parampara. I represent Krishna in the eyes of so many of my colleagues and neighbors and other people. I don't know why, but I have had this fear in my heart. And for the first time that day, I was sitting in the back seat of a cop's car. It has no foam, it's a hard seat. Of course, I was not sitting there as a criminal, but I was made to sit there for comfort until the ambulance came and they checked me out. So I was sitting there, and several thoughts ran through my mind that afternoon. First thought was, thank you, thank you, thank you, Krishna, that nobody else is hurt. You're so merciful, Krishna. You're so merciful. Because a pedestrian could be walking their dog on the sidewalk. A mom could be pushing the crib or the, what you call, the baby carriage. A mom could be taking her baby for a stroll in the warm afternoon breeze. Or some old couple could be going for their afternoon or evening walk on the sidewalk. When I drove on the sidewalk, having slept off while driving. Imagine if I had driven over someone on the sidewalk before I hit the electric pole and came to a stop. What would have happened? I was thinking, how would I have lived my life knowing that I have killed someone? And I remember praying to Krishna that, Krishna, it would have been better if I had died instead of having killed someone, because I have taken care of patients like that. I remember once I was treating a patient for mm, depression and anxiety because he was supposed to go to jail. Why he was supposed to go to jail? Because of manslaughter, because he got into an accident because of reckless driving, and in that accident someone died. So when someone dies in an accident, whoever is responsible for that accident gets charged with manslaughter, and you go to jail for many years, 8 years, 10 years, you go to jail for that. So I was very grateful that I didn't hurt anyone, I didn't kill anyone that day. Instead of that, it would have been better that I had died, I had perished. And I was profusely thanking Krishna. Krishna bada dayamaya, Krishna bada dayamaya, Krishna bada dayamaya. Repeatedly this was coming in my mind. So Krishna is very merciful. But then I also had to take some practical steps that this should not happen again. And then again I remembered Srila Prabhupada's words when Prabhupada was asked way back in 1970s, can we chant while driving on our Japa mala? Srila Prabhupada had said, if you do that, you are neither driving properly nor are you chanting properly. So no, don't do that. And then I decided that if I sleep later at night, I will just calculate 5 hours or 6 hours from that and I will wake up, even if it's okay if I don't start the japa call that day. But I have to be well rested because I am not a sannyasi. I am not a vairagi who lives at Radhakund. I have got a job, I have to drive. And when I drive, it's a responsibility. I cannot I cannot endanger the lives of others. So for us, we live in a society. Prabhupada didn't want us to live in a secluded place. Prabhupada wanted us to live in a crowded place where we can preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Srila Prabhupada's mission. Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Prachyatharine. So the Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere, the whole world has to be delivered through Gauravani, through Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And for that, we have to live in cities and towns. And for that, we have to be good citizens also. Otherwise, who will listen to our message? If we are fanatics, if we are impractical, if we are not relatable. And then I saw Radha Gopinath Prabhu had come to bless us, and he stayed for 2 days. And the program went late, and by the time he got to rest, it was almost midnight. And I asked him, Prabhuji, what time would you like to come for Mangal Aarti? And Radha Gopinath Prabhu said, let's calculate 6 hours. So if it's midnight, I will wake up at 6 o'clock. I will get ready by 6:30. Then 6:30 to 8:30, we will chant our japa, and then we can do puja, seva, and artis. Like that. Very practical. Previously, I used to be of the thought process that no, nothing doing. We have to wake up at 4 o'clock, no matter what time we sleep. But then I learned it the hard way that the human body has its limitations. We are not completely transcendental yet. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami would sleep for less than 1.5 hours. 21.5 hours he would do bhajan. But we cannot imitate the activities of the great souls. We hold the example of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami as the highest example of pure devotional service in our hearts. We hold the example of Srivas Thakur, 3 claps, and Lakshmiji delivering the needful. Shrivas. Lakshmiji was doing Nivas in the house of Shrivas. He didn't have to work, but as Grahasthas, we cannot do this. As Grahasthas, we have to work. So my Guru Maharaj in one lecture said, Grihasthas should not imitate Srivas Thakur and sannyasis should not imitate Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. But Grihasthas should hold the example of Srivas Thakur in their heart as very sacred, as the epitome of pure devotional service in the Grihastha ashram. And sannyasis should hold the example of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami in the core of their hearts on the highest pedestal as the purest example of pure devotional service. But we cannot imitate either of them. Imitation will lead to disaster. So, Krishna is very merciful. And very gratefully, we can remember all the times in our lives where Krishna has saved us. So when Advaita Acharya was so deeply embarrassed, not only because of creating misfortune for himself, but Advaita Acharya thought he had created misfortune for so many other devotees who had assembled last night to attend the Hari Katha and Kirtan, Prem Nam Sankirtan with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I deprived all of them also. So Advaita Acharya was very ashamed of himself, and the lesson that we can learn from this is the second line of this verse. Prema yoge mane chinte prabhura charan. What do we do when we are embarrassed? What do we do when things go wrong? Prema yoge mane chinte prabhura charan. With love, we should take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna padashraya. Shri Krishna sharanam mama. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhur Dase Ranudas Seva Abhilasha Kore Narottama Das. We have to take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Please remember this. We will go through good situations and bad situations in this world. We will go through celebrations and tragedies in this world. We will go through respect and embarrassment in this world. But whatever it is, we should intensely take shelter and remember the lotus feet of Krishna. If we remember the lotus feet of Krishna, then this material world, Bhava Sagar, ocean, becomes small, very small, very, 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 very small, like the water content in the hoof print of a calf, not even a cow, calf. Vatsapad. Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahat padam punyayasho murare bhavambudhir vatsapadam param padam 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 yadvipadam natesham. We should take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna by remembering the lotus feet of Krishna, by chanting the holy names of Krishna. Prema yoge mane chinte prabhu rachar. Lajjaya advaita kichu na bole vachan. Very important lesson, Advaita Acharya. His Acharya is teaching us what we should do when we make a mistake. Aro baro bole prabhu utha Acharya, chinta nahi uthi kara apanara karya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Dev again said, get up, O Advaita Acharya, don't worry. Utha Acharya, chinta nahi, utho. Get up, and perform your duties. Uthi kara apanara karya. You have not eaten anything. You have not taken a bath. You have not done anything. Get up and get on with your work. Apanara karya. Get up. Advaita bala ye prabhu karaila karya. Jata kichu bala more sabha prabhu bhaya. Advaita Acharya told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh Lord, you inspired me to act in the way I did. Whatever you are saying to me now is all an external show. Whatever I do, it is Gaura Prachodayat. It is all inspired by you. Prabhu Karaila Karya. You have only done this to me. You made me act like this. Is telling Mahaprabhu. I'm supposed to go till verse 83 or 87. Let me see. 87. मोरे तुम्ही निरंतर लऊ याओ कुमती अहंकार दिया मोरे कराओ दुर्गति. You always treat me in such a way that I become proud. And as a result, I suffer. Advaita Acharya is, in his loving relationship, he's transcendentally blaming Mahaprabhu. मोरे तुम्ही निरंतर लव याओ कुमति अहंकार दिया मोरे कराओ दुर्गति. You are always worshipping me, O Advaita Acharya. You are the Acharya. You are so great. You are a pure devotee. You are very dear to Lord Vishnu. You are always glorifying me. And then I become proud and I suffer. Karao durgati. Sabakare uttama diyacha dasya bhav. Amare diyacha prabhu jata kichora. Oh Lord, you have awarded everyone else with the topmost mode of service. You treat everyone as your servants. But you show me reverence. You don't show me the treatment that you show others. Others you treat as your servants. But to me, you're always giving respect. I don't like this. Please treat me like a servant. You yourself, third verse. लो याओ आपने दंड कराह आपने मुखे कबल तुमी कर आरमने. You yourself inspire me and then you punish me. You speak one thing and think another. Mukhe kabala tumi kara aramane. You say something and something else is in your mind. I cannot understand you, Mahaprabhu. You are achintya. Prana dhana deha mana sab tumi mor. Tabe more dukha dao Thakurali tor. Advaita Acharya is amazing. Advaita Acharya is saying, you are my life, you are my wealth, you are my body, you are my mind. You are everything for me. Yet still you give me misery. This is your opulence. Thakurali tor. This is your Thakurali. This is your mastery. This is your opulence over me. That even though I am completely surrendered to you, you still give me dukkha. You still make me suffer. हे न कर प्रभु मोरे, हे न कर प्रभु मोरे दास्य भाव दिया, चरणे राखह दासी नंदन करिया. Oh, this is very beautiful. Shri Advaita Acharya is saying, Oh Lord, please give me the mood of service. He na kara prabhu more dasya bhav diya. Give me dasya bhav. Dasya bhav diya. Charane rakhah dasi nandana kariya. And keep me at your feet as the son of your maid servant. Keep me as the servant of your servant. In other words, he's saying, Advaita Acharya. So beautiful. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj paraphrases. Sri Advaita Prabhu said, quote, the punishment that was awarded to me for the unauthorized activities of considering all the devotees my servants and receiving respect from the people of this world is just an indication of my misfortune. It is simply the opulence of your mercy that you have awarded me distress, even though you have already taken everything away from me. My only request is that you refrain from this and always see me as your servant. As the maidservant's sons live in the house of the opulent householders, in the same way, you should always consider me the son of your maidservant. Consider me your servant. This is my request. And in previously big houses, people would have these ladies who did work in the house. They would wash the clothes, they would wash the vessels, they would assist in the kitchen. And then their son also used to live in the house. Advaita Acharya is saying, you consider me the son of your maidservant. Means I am your servant, my mother is your servant, my father is your servant. Like that, Advaita Acharya's mood is, he wants to become the servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's very beautiful, and it is 12 o'clock, so we'll stop here. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashay ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your very beautiful class. Prabhuji, you have time for questions?
No, not today, because I have to chant now. So we'll not take any questions. Today is the first day of Bhishma Panchak. So no questions and no comments. We'll end the class here. That is my request. Okay?
But your class is really good, Prabhu. Whenever we hear your class, we feel so
Hare
happy
Krishna.
that you are definitely from that Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Vancha
100%.
kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta
So who
koti.
was Nandanacharya, Prabhu? Who was the previous Krishna Yuga Nandanacharya? Who is he?
Nandanacharya, I don't know, Prabhuji, who he is in Krishna Leela. We may have to check Gaur Ganodesh Deepika or
Thank you,
some
Prabhu.
other source. I don't know. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sukha
Prabhu. Thank you.
Krishna Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Shila
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna.
dear devotees, for joining the call. We'll end the call here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Namo Namaha.
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji ki jai.